What is up, everybody? How's it going? I'm back. Another video. I'm hyped. Also kind of not hyped, but welcome back. Glad you're here. Alright, so today's video, I want to talk about the project that I did for my 2D animation final. This is what I'm going to school for. This is the main purpose why I go through all of the pains and struggles of college. It's because of this one class right here. And the reason why I'm so distraught right now is because I'm looking back at this project a couple months after the fact, okay, my final project, and I don't like it. I worked super hard. I think I had about 2 months, maybe a little more. No, maybe a little less, but it for sure 1 month, guaranteed 1 month to work on this project. Actually, no, it was 1 month. I take it back. Yeah, it was 1 month. And my goodness, I'm not a fan, but I am glad I'm looking at it because I can see the growth. I can see where I was falling short, and I know I can do better. I can do better now. But looking at this animation now, it's really rough, and it's like, man, how did I turn that in? Okay, so let's talk about this. So after my last project from a couple videos ago, which was the lip sync project, we then were starting our final project, which was we had to enter the 11-second club animation competition. The 11-second club animation competition is basically where I guess this group or like this website puts out a piece of audio, and everyone who wants to participate has to animate something from this audio. It can be literally, well, okay, not literally anything, but it could be anything as long as it falls within the guides of, nothing too explicit or anything crazy. You know what I mean. But your imagination can take off with this audio, and it's really cool to see because when you look at all the other entries, people can interpret this audio so many different ways. It could be like a tree talking to a dog, or it could be like a wizard living in a condo with like, I don't know, but you can just come up with whatever scenario you want, and it's pretty cool because you just never know like what you're gonna find or what you're gonna see or how people take that inspiration with that audio and turn it into something new. Now, of course, I struggled. And you know what? I'll be honest, this audio, let me play you the audio. This is what we had to work with. Okay, now you know what? Now, there were some really, really, really good submissions. There was a lot of cool stuff out there. I thought it was nice. But let me tell you, I was not the first one to think that this audio was trash. Now, whoa. Okay, hold on, look. I understand. You know what? I'm working with what I was given. And you know what? I still think I did a pretty good job with it. But I'm going to use this as my one chance to complain. Like, what scenarios could I have come up with this one? Like, oh my god, there's so many different, like, looking at all the other audios, they're so cool, and they have like this kind of, I don't know, there's just a lot that you could do with the other audios in my opinion, and this one was just tough. I mean, there were other people in my class who agreed that were just like, man, this audio is rough, like I cannot think of anything. So I wasn't the only one. We were all, everyone who competed in this competition, I think, had a bit of a rough time. But anyways, yeah, I did the best that I could. So my initial idea was that I wanted to have these two girls, like, I want to stick to like a sci-fi thing. As I've mentioned before, I'm writing a sci-fi story for TV, and I want to keep playing around with that as much as I can. So I just thought, what if it's these two friends, they're living together, and one comes home with a bowl of macaroni while the other one's training, doing some sword fighting, because I wanted to show some action. I just didn't want to have two characters talking like across the room. I thought that would be weird. So luckily enough, I asked my friend, the one who was in the previous video who did some of the recordings for me, I asked her if she would like to help me with like some of the poses for the characters and stuff like that. She agreed, and luckily I had a good base of reference for how I wanted this animation to look. So the beginning part was going to be the girl training, right, on the right. She was going to be training, swinging her sword around, practicing with like a VR headset. And then her friend is going to come out and be like, hi, blah, blah, blah. I probably should look at the audio, but I'm too lazy to do that right now. But point being, that's basically what's going to happen. Then they're going to interact, finish their dialogue. She's going to lift the VR headset up and, quick little 11-second scene. It's the 11-second club for a reason. And even though we were given a month, we did have weekly check-ins. So we did have some sort of, structure for this assignment. We would meet once a week, talk about, how our animations are going, and we'd have to, get to the next phase of animation. So for example, we started off with rough sketches and storyboards of what we want to do. Then the next week, well, actually, in that we also should have had a bit of an animatic kind of going a bit. Then the next week was, rough animation, getting in key poses and stuff like that. And then, timing things roughly to the audio. And then eventually, the week after, then we, started to do in-betweens and flesh things out, start making the mouth positions for the dialogue and stuff like that. And then the last week of the competition, because the competition also is only for a month as well. And it was also timed to the end of the semester. So our semester would end by the time that the competition was over. So the last week was used for cleanup and color. Unfortunately, I didn't make it that far. As I've said before, I had 3 other classes. I was able to clean up the animation, but I was not able to get to color. And as you can see in the video, I barely had time for the background. So my characters weren't in just some white void. But it was tough. It definitely was pretty tough. 11 seconds is, that's a lot of animation to, do. So a couple of things that I ran into that were giving me kind of problems was I did have a good source of reference from my friend who was helping me with the poses and stuff. Although what was troubling me was just my drawing skills, because I have these characters in my mind, in a universe, and I understand how they're supposed to look, but it's just drawing them. I don't know how to draw my own characters yet. I still struggle with that a lot, and it's tough. It's tough because when you see a show, let's say for example, I don't know why, but the first one that came to mind was Ben 10. Ben 10 has such a specific style to the characters and stuff like that. And I'm talking about the OG one, not all this new nonsense stuff that they're showing on Cartoon Network now. No. I'm talking about the OG Ben 10. The characters had just such a style to them, and making all the characters look like they live in the same universe and making them look different is something I struggle with, especially because, there is no references for my characters. Sure, I can draw from life, which is what every artist should be doing, and, that's the main tip. You should be drawing from life and from reference, although it helps when, there are actual references that are more specific. For example, in animation, people are given a character sheet, so when they ship off their... So when, people that are working on a show, when they ship off all their stuff to the vendor studio where all the drawing and animation is going to get done, they have character sheets. They have specific references of what these characters are supposed to look like. In my situation, it's I know what they look like, but I don't have a character sheet to reference. I don't know what their bodies look like, their hands, eyes, mouth, teeth. It's just so new to me, and I haven't really... I had the time this summer to explore that, but during the semester, I didn't have the time to explore what my characters would really look like. So I think I struggled a bit with the drawings. There is, of course, with all my animations, you'll probably notice they have same face syndrome. They all look exactly the same, just with minor changes to the hair, the eyes, and maybe a little bit of... No, not even the face shape. I'm looking at it now. No, they look the same. But yeah, honestly, that was just my main problem. It was fine, but I just... the animation stuff is, well, you know what? I did the best that I could. Having some revelations right now, but I did the best that I could. But looking back, it's the animation is a little rough. I could have in-betweened a little more, but I was really struggling to get those last frames out and to, have everything put together in a seamless kind of way. I do think the things I did do well, I think I established the framing of my shots pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it starting off with a full shot, medium shot, and then it gets in a little closer over the shoulder shot. I think I did pretty well adding like a variety of shots, because like I said, and I understand everyone's learning, but some people just have two characters stand, one on the left, one on the right, and then they just talk. There's no shot changes or nothing, and it's like, we're learning in this class to break out of that, and I think I did a pretty good job, cinematically, I guess you could say. I think I did a good job with that. It was literally just execution. I wish I could have drawn the characters better. Looking at this now, the girl's arm is a little wonky. The hands are a little wonky. The bowl, the folds in the shirts, they don't look right. Proportions are a little off. The eyes are killing me in both girls. The pupils are bigger in one eye than the other. It's destroying me a bit, honestly. But again, I still think I did all right. One thing that I am pretty proud of course, is that I was working pretty hard, and I couldn't see these mistakes in real time. And I was genuinely really proud of this. Still am. There's things to work on, but I'm still pretty proud of it. And I remember telling one of my friends in class that, you know what? I don't even care if I win. I don't care if, I make it in, the newspaper or whatever, because they do that for the competition and stuff. I don't care about none of that. I just want to place. Because the way this website works, and not saying this is a bad thing, but there's a bit of a ribbon system. So first place obviously gets a gold ribbon, or a thing, medal, whatever. I think it is a ribbon. Yeah, they get a gold ribbon, silver ribbon, and then there's just a ton of copper ribbons, I believe. Let me check real quick. Yeah. Oh no. So it's gold for top 10. Oh no. Okay. Scratch everything I just said. Now that I'm looking at it, gold ribbon for first place, silver for second, bronze for third, and then there are these really nice trophy cups for the top 10 or top 11. Then top 20 get these orange ribbons, and then the top 50 get green ribbons. And I was looking at that and I was like, okay, I want to at least maybe top 50. I feel like I can maybe pull that off. And then it goes into blue ribbons, which are the top 100. And, it wasn't the most, it's not really what I was aiming for. And I understand you should aim for number one. I get that. But, sometimes we got to be realistic. And realistically, I was like, I do think I have a shot at least getting a green ribbon. I think I can make it in the top 50 at least. Anyways, the blue ribbons, top 100. And then for all the, and of course, there's no shame. Everyone is learning. There are opportunities to improve, of course, and this doesn't mean anything about your animation. It just means that you put yourself out there, you tried, and you did the best that you could, and there's nothing to be ashamed of that. That means that it should be more inspiring for you to compete next time you try. However, but if you don't make it in the top 100, you get an unmarked red ribbon, which I just did not want to end up in. It's okay if any of you guys have competed in this competition and do get a red ribbon. Like I said, it's everyone's learning, everyone's at a different level. But for me, I was holding myself to a bit of I wanted to at least do top 50. So, it came down to the wire. I was finishing, kind of rushing a bit, and I finally finished this project. I was content with it. There was, of course, like I said, I wish I could have done a little bit of color, a little bit of just more stuff, but I wasn't able to get to it. Excuse me. And so I turn in my project to the 11-second club, and I start, I had to wait a little bit, I had to wait for, the judges to do everything and stuff like that. Apparently there's also a voting system going on, which I'm not sure I fully understand how that affects your score or something. I don't know how it works, but there's a voting system and stuff. But anyways, I kept, sorry if you can hear my bird, he's kind of getting a little chatty and I don't feel like closing my door. But I started looking and looking once they released the results. Top 10 or top 11, I figured, there's a lot of talented people out there, and I was like, that's fine. Then we started looking at the oranges, and I was like, top 20, okay, you know what, that's fair. Didn't set my expectations that high. But now it came to the top 50, and I was like, okay, where's mine? And you know what, I kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and you know what, it was not in the top 50, which is fine. That means that there is room for me to improve. That's fine, and I'm okay with that, genuinely. Then we get to the top 100, and I was starting to get, scrolling down a bit, and I was like, oh man, and I started seeing some of my other classmates, and I was like, oh man, okay. Which, by the way, if you're a classmate and you're hearing this, I am very proud of you. You did exceptionally well. I think majority of the class actually got into like top 50. I believe 2 of our classmates also got like in top 11. So congrats to them. That's super cool and really inspiring. I want to be in that place someday. But anyways, yeah, kept scrolling, and you know what? Thankfully, there was at the very, very end when I thought all hope was lost, I was number 88. And I was like, heck yeah, dude, yell ha. And I was like, hey, you know what? I did good. I didn't hit exactly my goal of like top 50, but I made it into top 100, and I'm happy that I at least was able to do that. I feel like, I feel like I'm still kind of like at the bottom of the animation food chain, but at least I feel like I went up a level. I didn't exactly, better explanation. It's like, when you're playing like comp or like ranked in like video games and stuff, it's like I was really hoping to place gold, but instead I placed, actually no. Yeah, no. I take it back. Yeah, it's like you're trying to place gold, but I got silver. But I got like silver 2, like, and that's not bad. That's really not that bad. I mean, all you gamer nerds, yeah, it's probably bad, but you know what? I don't care. Animation-wise, I think I did really nice. And technically, and this kind of sucks, but I also think they got like the numbering system wrong, because it says I'm 88, but the number before me is also 88, so I think I'm technically 89. Well, we're just gonna call it 88. So I got 88th place in this competition, which, keep in mind, this is a competition for basically the whole world. It's not just like a school thing. This is like a worldwide competition, or a competition of at least people that know about it. But people literally from all over the world can submit their animations for this competition, and I got top 100. It may not seem like much, but it was really, it was really good for me, I guess, to see and feel it. It made me feel a little bit, I don't want to say validated, but it did make me feel pretty good. I feel like I'm right on track, basically, is what I'm saying. And there is definitely a lot of work for improvement. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it was pretty cool, pretty fun experience. I'm glad I participated in the competition. I kind of want to do one in the future, but it is a lot of work, and I also did want to enjoy my summer, so, But anyways, thanks again for tuning in. Also, thank you to my friend who was helping me out with this project. I really appreciate you. Thanks so much, homie. But yeah, thanks again for tuning in to another video. Remember, always remember, you that are listening, your day is always gonna... No. Your days are gonna get better. I don't know who needed to hear that. Probably me. But they are gonna get better. I know they will. So thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you watching. And yeah. I will see you in the next one. Alright, laters.
Hi. I made macaroni if you want some.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, I was starving and you took forever, so I wanted to make food.
Oh, race to the finish line. Dude, this is my type of game mode right here.
Ooh.
I'm running for it.
I'm making a break. No. I found the pro strat.
Oh my god, he got toasted! Now's my chance! Ah!
Ah! I made it farther! Wait, so it's X?
Yeah, for your ability.
Don't do it! Ah!
Huh.
You shooting.
Huh? Just gonna shoot whoever gets close to the finish line.
Yeah. Do it, you coward.
Man, I'm really bad at this, honestly.
Dude, I was so scared. I was so scared.
I dare someone to get close to this.
Because he literally killed everyone. Jesus Christ.
I was gonna start running.
Run, TJ!
I'm going to the line.
He's getting desperate.
I'm going. I did it.
That was funny. That guy was making a.
Yeah.
Wait, who won? I didn't even see.
TJ.
Oh, TJ.
That NPC, what a hero.
He made a run for it when I said that.
Yeah, let's go one.
Oh, you'll never see me grab this diamond, TJ.
Oh yeah?
Right in front of your face, and you won't even notice it.
Oh.
If you go in the middle, look for the penis that's on the wall.
Who is it? I'm just walking around collecting everything.
Dude, Jesse. TJ, you let him steal 3 freaking things in front of you?
I couldn't see.
Dude, he got 3 diamonds right in front of you. Oh man, TJ.
I literally did not see. What?
Place clues. That wasn't someone.
Bruh.
Ah, the tree!
Oh, please. Please.
On the tree! I'm using it. You'll never catch me! I'm gonna make it!
Jesus Christ. Dude, you're so scaring me, TJ.
I almost didn't know for a second.
Oh, that was
Oh,
good.
dude, what is this? It doesn't even tell me what outfit you have.
Dude, that's a lot of sushi.
Oh, Jesse.
Oh no!
God, he's just starting to take shots, man.
Every sushi I see. No.
Shoot all of them, Jesse. Especially the one in the middle.
No!
God damn.
I have Manny, please.
Down or top?
Manny, please. Please. Please!
Which one was he?
The one that didn't stop sprinting.
I didn't see that.
When I started saying please, he just kept running.
Oh, I didn't see that. What?
Whoa, get wrecked.
What?
God, I'm so good at this.
Dude, I call hacks.
One person. Oh my god, I'm such a fool. He's this guy right here.
TJ, you gotta pick up the pace there, buddy.
I know, I'm so far.
So he's the first one.
Oh no!
Ah!
Only if you
Okay, we're gonna play a game. If I'm pointing at you, go beep 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 beep.
Beep, 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 beep.
Wait, really?
beep, beep, beep. I'm gonna do it when he points a laser at you, TJ. God, he hasn't seen my pirate hat yet.
Literally the only one with the pirate hat.
Beep, 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 beep.
Dude, was that really you? Obviously, huh?
I was right in front of him.